Want to find us each and every day, we are over there at JiggyJaguar.com. And we have got our next guest joining us here on our big broadcast. Ashley Pater is with us. Ashley, how are you, my friend?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good, actually. Talk to me a little bit about how you got started doing the music thing, my friend.
Well, I grew up doing, like a car karaoke, dancing, singing around the house. My grandfather taught himself how to play 7 different instruments. So I guess the inspiration was kind of there already. But it ended up being kind of like my unknown therapy, I guess. Growing up, I started doing music very young when I was 9. And growing up, I got pretty badly bullied. So I'd come home and I'd make songs about it, which kind of turned into, like developing my songwriting or my singing. And it was actually a show called YTV's The Next Star that I went to go audition for. That kind of sparked the whole thing with getting a vocal coach and picking up piano and guitar, starting at little coffee shops and getting paid in snickerdoodle cookies, all the way up to now being a recording artist and performing at festivals and doing all this traveling and stuff.
That's awesome.
It's like a little condensed version.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about your songwriting process.
It really varies. The funkiest way is that I would sit in front of a full-length mirror, get a dry erase marker, and just doodle or write, and by the time I got to the end of the mirror, I'd have a song. But I also, if something comes to mind, like a melody or a lick, or I have a mission to write a song called this or a song about this, then I'm kind of just like a songwriting machine.
That's awesome. We have got Ashley Pater with us today. She joins us live here on our big program. So how do people get your music and support what you're doing?
Well, the easiest way is to go to ashleypater.com, where Pater is spelled later, except the L is a P. As you can tell, I've said that many times.
That's awesome. I love that. That's great. So Ashley, where do you see yourself in a couple years? What are some of your goals as far as your music and everything?
Well, to continue growing my audience, creating more content. I got some really exciting projects on the go, and some bigger stages. And yeah, I'm just very excited for the incline, just to keep tracking forward. And yeah, this next year is going to be a good one. Every year is busier than the last, and I love it.
We have got Ashley Pater with us today. She joins us live here on our big program, talking a little bit about her music and also some of the other things that are going on in her existence. So tell it like it. Tell me a little bit about this. Tell it like it is.
Tell it like it is. Well, it's basically you're in a relationship and maybe things are going wrong. You're starting to notice it. You're just like, hey, even if it hurts me, tell me the truth. But I really like being able to give the audience an opportunity to put their own story into things. So with the music video that we shot for this, that I directed as well, I want to add another meaning to that. So the tell it like it is in that way is more like tell it like it is, be yourself. No matter where you go in the world, you always come back home. Like that home doesn't leave you. It kind of travels with you. And so that tell it like it is like tell your truth. So the song's very diverse and you can throw your story into it, which is what I really like.
Fantastic. Well, we are going to do this. I'm going to place you on a brief hold here on Skype. We are going to play this song, and when we get back, we are going to have more with Ashley Pater, who is fantastic. She joins us today here on our big program. Now, it's Tell It Like It Is.
Walking down the street, I feel the heartbeat and the pulse inside of me. I can't take this, even though it's true. I keep on lying, say it's not because of you. I can't fake it. You say give it a chance. Feel like I got to, but something's holding me back. Tell me like it is. No one to wait another day. No can do, even though the blame is running right at you. I can take the pain, I'll forgive you. Everywhere I go, I see your face in all the magazines. I know I can't take this, even on my phone. Can't make myself erase the memories. I know I can't take it. Oh, you say give it a chance. Feel like I got to, but something's holding me back. Tell me like it is. No one to wait another day. No can do, even though the blame is running right at you. I can take the pain, I'll forgive you. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Tell it like it is. Don't want to wait another day. Tell it like it is. Don't want to wait another day. Tell me like it is. Don't want to wait another day. No can do, even though the blame is running right at you. I can take the pain, I'll forgive you. Tell me like it is. Don't want to wait another day. No can do, even though the blame is running right at you. I can take the pain, I'll forgive you. Tell me like it is.
That is fantastic.
Hey, this is Chris Jericho from Fozzy, and you're listening to the Jiggy Jaguar show. I know I am. It's where all the cool people hang out, don't you know?
God, Chris Jericho. Get a hold of us online at jiggyjaguar.com. We are going to go back to Ashley Pater. She is going to join us here in just a few seconds. Ashley Pater is back with us here on our big program. So, Ashley, what has been the response to your music so far?
I've actually been getting really good response, and it's really cool to see people add it to their own videos or things like that. So you see their little creations. Or also, I'll get lots of personal messages saying how the song made them feel, or that after a long day they listen to the song or something like that. And it's just really cool because, yeah, you see the numbers of people listening, but I guess it gets a lot more real when people actually reach out and, you know, they give you what they actually think of it.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. It is Ashley Pater. She's joining us today here on our big program. She is amazing, and she has got a lot of great music out there. How do people buy your music and support with what you're doing?
You can just search up my name on your favorite streaming platform. Okay. And you just go Ashley Pater, Pater, and yeah, you'll find everything there.
Fantastic. Ashley Pater joins us here on our big broadcast. So who are some of your musical heroes and influences?
I have a whole bunch, a wide range. I'd say like Jessie Reyez for her kind of swag, Kalani for her melodies and style, but I really like atmospheric kind of sounds, music you can kind of float in, like a Giveon. But then I also like the funk of like an Anderson .Paak and lyrics of Alan Stone. So it's really all over the place. But I just take, I like bits and pieces, and I kind of created my own identity.
That's awesome. Ashley Pater with us today. She joins us live here on our big program. So, Ashley, do you have any tour plans or anything coming up?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be going to New Zealand. Doing a tour over there. Right? I'm very excited. One, I really like Kiwis, and going over there. So my songs have been doing really well down there, and I didn't really know until like a year or two ago, and it just started blowing up there, and I was like, wow. And so we started working with a radio station down there, and we are setting up a tour. So
Wow.
I'm very hyped for that.
That is
It's definitely
awesome.
going to be a new experience, and yeah, very pumped.
So, what instruments do you play? Because it seems like you play a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I play guitar, piano, ukulele, drums, bass, um, and one string on the violin because my violin is broken.
So, what was your first instrument that you learned to play?
Definitely piano. You know, all kids kind of start on piano. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, go get some piano lessons. So I started with that. And I did take lessons for a few years, but then I didn't really um, develop into where I'm at now until I took it into my own hands and was like, this is how I want to do it, performance style, and to be able to play by ear and do all these sorts of things. But yeah, I started with piano.
That's awesome. So, the next track that we are going to play here is a Christmas tune. Tell us a little bit about This Christmas.
This Christmas, I just wanted a really fun Christmas song that it would be a holiday party essential sort of thing. This track I wrote and produced myself. I just felt really, like literally the day I wrote it, I was like, I want to write a Christmas song and it's going to come out this year and I'm just going to do it. And so I started doing it. I was coming along. I was like, okay, I like it. And then next thing I knew, I basically finished the song in like a weekend, like just nonstop working on it, and then I just pumped it out. I was like, wow. I was really proud of myself. I was like, this is like quickest turnaround I've ever done. And it's a pretty cool song.
That's awesome. Well, we are going to do this. We're going to place you on a brief hold here on Skype. We are going to play this tune. It is called This Christmas, and it's here on your big program on 990 WBOB.
They said it would, they said it would be fine as long as there's Christmas. No.
She's got a fantastic voice.
1, 2, I want to. This Christmas, everything will be alright. Everything will be just fine. Give me your heart this Christmas. This Christmas, I wanna hold you tight. Everything will be just fine. Give me your heart this Christmas. This Christmas. This Christmas. Walking down my favorite street with the Christmas shuffle in my feet. Jingle bell rocking the whole town, rocking round the clock, let us show 'em how. Silver bells are ringing the silent night. Santa, tell me something, what's on your mind? Little drummer boy, won't you turn it up? It's the Christmas spirit waking up. This Christmas, everything will be alright. Everything will be just fine. Give me your heart this Christmas. This Christmas, I wanna hold you tight. Everything will be just fine. Give me your heart this Christmas. This Christmas. This Christmas. You'll be my list and I'll check
That is Ashley Pater.
It's the
No, we're not going to do another liner. We're going to go back to the guest. That's how this is going to work. Get a hold of us online at jiggyjaguar.com. Ashley Pater is back with us. She is fantastic, and she joins us here on our big program. So you do a heck of a lot. You've got the music. You've got, it looks like from your social media, you do a bunch of modeling things. You just pretty much do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I really like to be well-rounded. So I do acting in that whole scene as well, acting, modeling, and music. But music's the main. So basically what I've found is all these things play into helping my music. Acting, that corresponds with performing, and modeling, how you carry yourself and interact with others and make connections with things. So it's just really cool how all these other things that seem unrelated really correspond into the music career and just make it stronger.
That's awesome. You have some footage of you performing, and there are like 4 or 5 little girls in the front row just going insane.
Yeah.
I think that's great when artists do that. Put that stuff up so people can see it. I think that's fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think that was one of my Canada Day performances. Canada Day is always really busy for me, so this year I think I had 3 different shows. So it's like perform, get in the car, perform, get in the car again. And that was the final show. And I didn't really know what to expect, but when I got there, it was like a full field of people. And I was like, wow. And those little girls are in the front row. And so when we did like a bunch of sing-alongs and stuff, they're screaming and throwing their hands in the air. And even if they didn't know the words, they're dancing and going crazy. It was really cute. And I just love the energy from that night. It was really
That's
cool.
awesome. So with a lot of your performances and things, take me through what a typical performance from you is like.
Ooh. You gotta expect to laugh, because I think I'm a really good comedian, even if I'm not. So I'll definitely crack some jokes and you'll have a good time. Lots of energy. You're gonna be seriously head nodding and be like, wow, this is cool. And yeah, there's just always good vibes, good energy. And when I'm with my band, we all connect very well. So I've been told many times that it just looks like we're having such a good time that it really rubs off on the audience and they're just invested in it, which is also really cool to hear. So yeah, just a really good time, good vibes, and maybe a little emotional moment. And you're going to be like, wow, this touched my soul.
That is awesome. It is a great guest with us today. She joins us live here on our big broadcast. So, what attracted you to doing music originally? What was the big thing that got you into doing all this?
Well, it's just something, I think it's just in my blood, honestly. Like every day, I wouldn't go a day without writing a lyric or singing a song or just turning something into a song. I was told when I was younger, very young, I would actually sing my questions to my mom. So I'd be like, Mommy, can I have some milk? And she'd respond to me and sing back. So I just can't escape it. I literally can't go a day without playing something or writing something. It's just always on my mind no matter what I do. So, it seems very fitting to, develop it, put it out into the world, and just keep doing it.
That's awesome. It is Ashley Pater. She's with us today here on our big broadcast. So we have another song here.
Okay.
Sugar Jesus, Sound Waves. Tell me a little bit about this.
There's some really cool producers. They are based in Toronto and Montreal. So we're making some Canadian content. And we basically just collaborated on this summer sounding track. We wanted something that was very upbeat and vibey, kind of like a roof off the car, driving down a long highway in the sun kind of feeling.
Awesome.
So then we created Malibu Avenue.
Awesome. Well, we are going to do this. I'm going to put you on a hold. We're going to play this track, and when we come back, we will have more with Ashley Pater, and it's here on your
Let's ride till sunrise, coastline where the waves keep rolling. Good times, 10 lines, can't hide how we feel in the moment. Down in Malibu, on the avenue, let's turn it up and get the wild ways at the moon. Down in Malibu, on the avenue, still going all night, dancing underneath the moon. Nothing's gonna kill my high. No one's going home tonight. Let the music bring me back to life, to life, to life. Let's ride till sunrise, coastline where the waves keep rolling. Good times, 10 lines, can't hide how we feel in the moment. Down in Malibu, on the avenue, let's turn it up and get wild ways at the moon. Down in Malibu, on the avenue, still going all night, dancing underneath the moon.
Hey, this is Chris Jericho from Fozzy, and you're listening to the Jiggy Jaguar show. I know I am. It's where all the cool people hang out, don't you know?
Okay, there we go. I wasn't quick enough on the draw. We are going to go back to Ashley Pater. She is going to join us here on our big broadcast. Ashley Pater is with us. She is fantastic. And she joins us live here on our big broadcast. And Ashley is such a cool chick. I think I can ask the Ross Long question without getting too much heat. But when me and Ross Long used to interview female musicians on Jiggy Jag TV, he would always ask this question to either really cool chicks or beautiful chicks or whatever the case was. He's like, how many restraining orders do you have to get on some of these pervy guys out there? Do you ever have an issue with the pervs? Or do you have like a security team around you that keeps them away?
Well, so thankfully no restraining orders. We're
that's
good.
That's good.
I've definitely seen a lot and experienced a lot. And being on social media does that even more.
I bet it does.
Performing to more public crowds does that even more. But so far, nothing I couldn't handle. And everyone seems to be respectful for the most part, but you do definitely get some people that want to know too much personally, or they want to like follow you more than like on your social media, just like literally. So it's very interesting. But just gotta be aware of your surroundings, surround yourself with the right people, and yeah, so far so good.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I notice a lot on your Instagram and some of your other things. You it's not just you up there. You have like a a band or something with you. Tell me a little bit about some of the different people that play with you in your live performances.
Yeah, for sure. I got some amazing guys backing me up. We got Max Brown, Connor Ledig, Connor Brennan. I like to call him Connor Squared. And we've been playing together for the past, I don't know, 5-ish years. So yeah, they understand the vision, and we work together, and I direct them, and we just craft this music for our gigs and stuff. But yeah, it's been cool because they've been along for the ride.
That's awesome. That's awesome because a lot of these musicians they have various people that are with them and all these various things, but a lot of times they don't. They just kind of change people out. So I'm glad to see that you've got regular people that are backing you up and doing the thing with you.
For sure. It's just nice, right? You have a relationship. They're like your best friends. And, you make music together, and work's fun.
I think that's awesome. Ashley Pater with us today. She joins us live here on our big broadcast. Well, Ashley, you have been fantastic. This has been amazing, and thanks for making some time for us today. You have got quite the future ahead of you, my friend. And I will have to say that it is going to be fun to watch your career over the years. So let us know what's going on, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you, my friend.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for having me.
Definitely. Have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah, you too.
Appreciate it. There she goes. That is Ashley Pater. She joins us today here on our big broadcast. And if you missed anything, if you missed the interview or you came in late or what have you, you can always check out our website at jiggyjaguar.com. Our next guest should be joining us here in just a few moments, hopefully. And who knows? Who knows what will take place? But we are going to do this. We are going to take a top of the hour break. And when we come back, we have got